This year's Chuseok full moon will appear at 6:17 p.m. on Chuseok Day in Seoul and reach its highest point in the sky at around midnight, according to the Korea Astronomy and Space Science Institute.
한국천문연구원에 따르면 올해 추석 보름달은 서울 기준 오후 6시 17분에 떠서 자정 무렵에 가장 높이 떠 있게 될 것으로 보입니다. Alright, so tell us about when people can see the full moon in other areas as well, if you can. And tell us about this.
Yeah, so the full moon will be at its peak height, so that's the highest point in the sky at 12:04 a.m. on September 18th. So it's called mang. That's when the full moon becomes completely round, and that's gonna occur at 11:34 a.m. Or 11:34 a.m. on the 18th, the day after Chuseok.
Okay.
And Chuseok's full moon will appear in Incheon at 6:18 p.m., 6:14 p.m. in Daejeon, 6:09 p.m. in Daegu, 6:15 p.m. in Gwangju, 6:06 p.m. in Busan and Ulsan, and 6:15 p.m. in Sejong.
네. 대략적으로 한 6시에서 6시 20분 사이네요.
Yeah,
전국적으로.
yeah.
네. 지역마다 약간의 차이는 있지만 이제 추석 당일날 이게 17일이죠?
Yeah.
네, 추석 당일날 대략 한 6시부터 6시 20분 사이부터 이제 보름달이 보일 것으로 그렇게 예상이 됩니다. Of course, this is important because, it's the tradition to look up to the full moon and
do your
make
little
your
dance.
wishes. Yeah. All right. So reaching the highest point is our first expression.
Right. So, we said the highest point in the sky. We call this the zenith. When something is at the highest point, or the highest point in the sky is called the zenith, and it's where something is directly above a particular point in location. But we can also, when we talk about this, we also say the highest point of a peak or of a mountain, an apex or a climax. So the highest point in this case, when we are talking about the moon or the sun, we are talking about it in the sky, but we can also mention or refer to it when we are talking about, the mountain's highest point or our emotions' highest point, when we're talking about something that's very exciting or the most enjoyable part about something or the best part of an experience.
네. 가장 높은 지점이 highest point입니다. 거기에 도달하는 것을 reach라고 표현할 수 있어서 The full moon will reach its highest point. 그리고 언제 뒤에 이어지면 되겠죠. At 6:17 p.m. or 6:06 p.m. 지역마다 좀 다릅니다. highest point를 이제 또 다른 말로 물론 peak라고 쓸 수도 있겠지만 peak는 보통 산 정상처럼 눈에 보이는 어떤 그런 정점을 말하고요. 비유적으로 또 많이 쓰이고 여기서는 그냥 highest point, it will reach its peak 보다는 highest point가 더 자연스러운 것 같아요.
Yeah.
자, 그 다음에는 astronomy 보겠습니다.
Yeah, astronomy. Don't get this mixed up with astrology.
Oh.
It's completely different.
What's the difference?
Well, astrology is kind of like, you're looking at the stars and thinking about your astrological sign, like are you a Cancer?
Your
Are
fortune.
Exactly, right. So it's not science. So astronomy is science. It's the actual scientific study of the universe and of the objects that exist in the universe naturally in space, like the moon or the sun or the planets and the stars.
맞아요. 그 앞에 붙은 astro라는 요 단어가 원래 이제 그런 별과 관련된 것일 거예요.
Yeah.
그래서 우리가 우주 비행사 astronaut라고 하잖아요. 근데 astrology하고 astronomy는 다 별과 관련된 단어들이긴 한데 astronomy는 천문학입니다. 그리고 astrology는 우리 별자리 같은 거 있잖아요. 운명 얘기할 때 하는 점성술이에요. 그래서 특히 서양에서는 무슨 자리.
Yeah.
What sign are you?
I'm a Cancer.
You're a Cancer.
Yeah.
I'm a Scorpio. Is it Scorpio? Or
Yeah.
Yes. I get confused with the animal and the star sign sometimes.
Yeah.
그래요. 그런 게 이제 astrology 되겠습니다. 그거 말고요. 이거는 이제 그냥 운명 이런 거니까 그거 말고 astronomy. 네, 요게 이제 천문학인데 기관 이름입니다. 그래서 지금 Korea Astronomy and Space Science Institute라고 해서 한국 천문연구원을 이렇게 표현을 합니다. 자, 그럼 다시 한번 제가 읽어보겠습니다. This year's Chuseok full moon will appear at 6:17 p.m. on Chuseok Day in Seoul and reach its highest point in the sky at around midnight, according to the Korea Astronomy and Space Science Institute. Now let's move on to the next headline.
The beluga whale suspected of having been trained as a spy by Russia has been found dead off the Norwegian coast.
과거 러시아군의 스파이 훈련을 받았을 것으로 추측됐던 흰 돌고래가 노르웨이 앞바다에서 죽은 채 발견됐습니다. 우리 모닝 스페셜에서도 이 소식을 여러 번 전해드렸었죠. 처음에 발견됐을 때도 그 다음에 이제 노르웨이 사람들과 좀 친해지는 모습까지도 중간중간 많이 전해졌었기 때문에
Yep.
그래서 좀 친근한 느낌이 있기 때문에 부정관사어가 아니라 정관사 the를 써서
Yep.
그 흰돌고래 우리는 이제 알고 있으니까 어떤
Yeah.
흰돌고래인지 이렇게 얘기를 했습니다만 만약에 처음 얘기하는 거면 로
Yeah.
가시면 됩니다.
Right.
자, 근데 tell us more.
Right. So this beluga whale, nicknamed Vladimir,
Yeah.
was found floating off the southwestern town of Rizavika and was taken to the nearest port for examination. So you've dealt with news related to this whale before, but it was first spotted in Norwegian waters 5 years ago
Yeah.
with a camera attached to a harness that read equipment of St. Petersburg, which is why they started suspecting that it was a spy trained by Russia. And of course, they say that this is not new. It's happened in the past. Of course, Moscow has never responded to any of these allegations.
Right.
Vladimir's lifeless body was discovered during the weekend by Marine Mind, which is an organization that has tracked his movements for years now. They say they don't know what has caused his death. His body didn't show any obvious signs of injuries, but they say that his age is estimated to be about 15, and it's not old for a beluga whale, which can live up to about 60 years.
Very sad.
Yeah.
네, 그 노르웨이에서 발견된 장치를 부착하고 있는 흰돌고래였어요. 근데 그 장치에 러시아어가 쓰여 있었기 때문에 페테르스부르크라는 문구도 있었고 그래서 혹시 러시아에서 훈련을 받은 스파이용 그런 흰돌고래가 아닐까라고 추측이 돼서
Yeah.
이름도 일부러 이제 러시아식 이름이
Yeah, yeah.
하발디미아라고
Yeah.
붙여줬는데 근데 이 흰돌고래가 계속 이 지역에 머물면서 사람들과 좀 친근하게 사람들을 굉장히 좋아했대요.
They're very
네.
smart and they're
그래요.
very friendly.
그래서 처음에는 좀 경계를 했다가 그 다음에는 사람들도 이제 굉장히 좋아하는 그런 분위기까지 저희가 몇 년 전에 전해드렸었던 것 같은데 저도 이제 궁금했어요. 어떻게 지내고 있나 했는데 갑자기 이제 그 사체로 발견이 됐다라는 소식이고 한 15살 정도로 추정이 된답니다. 근데
Yeah.
보통 흰돌고래는 60살 정도까지 산다고 하니까 나이가 많았던 것도 아닌데 알 수 없는 그런 사인으로 사망한 채 발견이 된 beluga whale 소식입니다. Let's go back to when this beluga whale was first discovered.
Yep.
It was suspected of something.
Right. So we use this when someone or something is believed to be guilty of a crime or guilty of something.
Right. 예, 무엇이 의심이 된다는 뜻이죠. And it was suspected of having been trained as a spy.
Yeah. When you're trained as something, you are someone who is trained, or when you are taught the skills and knowledge needed for a particular job or a particular activity.
그래요. 네, 무엇으로 훈련을 받다. 무엇이 되기 위해서 훈련받다. Be trained as a spy. 이렇게 표현을 할 수 있겠습니다. 다시 읽어볼게요. The beluga whale suspected of having been trained as a spy by Russia has been found dead off the Norwegian coast. Now let's move on to the final headline.
At least 7 people were injured in Thailand when the ceiling of an auditorium collapsed, reportedly due to the buildup of bird droppings on the structure.
태국에서 강당 천장이 무너져 최소 7명의 부상자가 발생하는 사고가 있었습니다. 이 사고는 강당 구조물에 비둘기 배설물이 쌓인 게 원인인 것으로 알려졌습니다. Okay, so there must have been a lot of bird droppings.
A lot of bird droppings, so that's why you should clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, clean. So at the time of the accident, there was an evaluation of, education institutions participated by government officials, school administrators, teachers, and students. And the investigation suggested that the ceiling collapse was caused by the many pigeons that were living under the roof, causing a significant buildup of pigeon droppings. The auditorium was also old. It had been used for 100 years, leading to age damage as well. So, I guess it was, a multiple factors. It was old, plus the bird droppings, they do cause a lot of decay. The wood, it's not something that's easy to clean, of course. So at first they said there weren't that many people that were injured, but they later added that there were 7 people that were injured due to this incident.
Okay. We're talking about an auditorium which the ceiling collapsed in.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what's an auditorium?
So in the U.S., it's usually used to refer to a large public building where meetings and concerts are held, but it's also used to refer to something, a part of a theater or a similar building where people who are watching and listening sit in. So that's an auditorium.
네, 강당이고요. 또 다른 말로 그냥 hall, H-A-L-L이라고도 하죠. Build up을 보겠습니다. 명사입니다.
Yeah, build up. It's one word.
Yep.
It's not 2 words. So it's a gradual accumulation or increase of something, typically of something negative. So build up here of bird droppings. It's not something that's positive.
네, 명사고요. 무엇이 쌓이고 해서 굉장히 많아진 상태를 말합니다. 그래서 우리말로도 바로 이제 이해가 되는 단어죠.
Yeah,
빌드업이라는 단어잖아요. 자, 그러면 다시 한번 읽어보겠습니다. At least 7 people were injured in Thailand when the ceiling of an auditorium collapsed, reportedly due to the build-up of bird droppings on the structure. And that's it for our headlines with Karen.